WAOH is brought to you in part by Jumpstart Video, online at jumpstartvideo.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Akron, everyone. I'm your host, Sarah, and I am hanging out with Jennifer Herrick. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm well. How are you?
I am good. And Jennifer runs the JOBS program, which stands for
Jump on Board for Success.
Perfect. And tell us, for someone who's never heard of JOBS before, tell us a little bit about your organization.
So we work with teen and young moms and at-risk women. So 13 to 35 is kind of our age range. And we work workforce development. So we provide classroom trainings for them. We help put them a step ahead of other applicants applying for the same jobs. We do employment readiness and resumes and mock interviews and all of that for our participants.
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you have 4 programs that women can go through. And go ahead and share those 4 programs.
So Culinary Arts has been our flagship program. So it's an 18-week program. And then we have business administration, early childhood education, and then information technology. So those wanting to learn a little bit about web design and computer coding.
That's awesome. And I know, at least for the culinary, and you can share with me if it goes further, they leave with an actual certificate as well, right?
So for culinary, for instance, we break it up into 3 6-week programs. So they'll get a certificate for completing each 6 weeks, but then they'll also leave with their Ohio person in charge for food safety and sanitation certification.
Right.
So that's a mouthful. But they'll be able to leave and pretty much walk into any kitchen and get a food prep job in any restaurant here in Akron.
Which is amazing, because
Yes.
that's what you're shooting for, right?
Yes,
You want
absolutely.
people to be able to go out and get a job with the information that you've given them.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so we were talking earlier, and you were saying what you need the most right now are mentors. So people who want to come alongside these women and mentor them and help them in their area of expertise. So share with me a little bit more about the mentoring program.
So I personally feel the mentoring program is like the heartbeat of what we do.
Okay.
I think it leads to more success in our girls because they have that support system that they normally wouldn't have. They have that cheerleader, pushing them a little harder than
Right.
they would push themselves,
Yeah.
And the mentors just kind of walk beside them through the program. They help work on the life skills kind of side of things. So
Okay.
that would be parenting issues, whether they're having issues parenting their own children or they're having issues with their parents. They're just that sounding board
Yeah.
to kind of listen and maybe give advice. They help with budgeting and finances because that's a big thing, with our girls is, making sure everything is, in line and in tow.
Right.
They help with setting goals, education. Do we need to help finish a GED or diploma, or do they want to go to college? So it's just a lot of that life skills stuff.
Yeah.
That a lot of us learned just by hanging out with mom and grandma in the kitchen.
Sure.
So
And maybe they don't have that.
and they don't have that. So that's what we're trying to give to them.
And so if someone's interested in becoming a mentor, but they're like, I don't know if I'm qualified to do that, do you provide them any training? What does that look like?
Okay, first of all, everybody's qualified to be a mentor.
Okay.
We are not looking for perfect people. Okay, we want people who have had a past. Maybe they were single moms and went to college and have a great education. We want to show.
Maybe you've come out of something tough and overcame. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we want to show our girls that there is hope, and it's going to be hard work, but there is hope and there is a brighter future and stuff. So, first of all, don't think you can't do it, because you can.
For sure.
And then we do provide a training resource guide that has all of the resources that we're partners with, tips and tricks on how to, mentor our girls. But then we all do offer 2 mentor boot camps a year, and that is more an intense, specified, subject to be able to give to our mentors to keep them,
And that's great too, to be able to provide some extra training for people as well. So what about time commitment? Is this a huge time commitment? What does it look like? Is it a small time commitment?
So it is at least 1 hour a week.
Okay.
At least. And that hour could look like you're meeting up for coffee. That hour could be like I texted her 10 minutes every day.
Okay.
Each mentor-mentee relationship is different and unique, and it all depends on what the participant and the mentor kind of build that relationship on. And we all know the more you put in, the more you're going to get,
Right.
So that's why we say at least. But we ask mentors to at least commit to a year and a half. That's about the average that our girls stay within the program.
Okay.
But again, that
might develop a friendship and you might stay friends with them longer.
And that's the whole that's the whole thing. Like that building community, they now have that good community that they can rely on. A lot of our participants swap babysitting, so they don't have to pay for it because they've now built good relationships, healthy relationships with other participants. So it's like full circle is kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I love that. How did you come up with this idea to start this program? I mean, was this just a passion of yours? Or did you take this on from someone else? How did this happen?
Yeah, I took this on from somebody else. I started in 2016 as a volunteer. I created the culinary program that we do because food is my life. So, and then I took over as a director at the end of 2020. So, like, it's kind of just been a whirlwind this last 3 years, and, we're just growing, which is why we're in desperate need of mentors.
All right. Well, that's wonderful, and I really hope that people reach out to become a mentor. If they're interested, where would they go to sign up or find out more information?
So they can, if you want to find out more information, just visit our website at jobsakron.org.
Okay.
If they really are interested, there is an application online. They can fill it out. If they have any further questions, they can reach out to our mentor coordinator, Tiffany, and she can be reached at mentorcoordinator@jobsakron.org.
Perfect. All right, and you were saying there's actually a program coming up that's going to be starting at the end of August. So tell us a little bit about that program if someone's interested in signing up.
So business administration starts on August 28th from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening. It's 1 day a week for 6 weeks every Monday. That is jam-packed with so much information. Julie and Jennifer, who created it and running it, are two of the smartest businesswomen I know. And they just jam-packed it full of stuff. So you're gonna learn the basics of Microsoft. So, your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint. You're gonna learn purchase ordering, problem solving versus gossiping, professional typing, so words per minute, and so much more. And then they really work on your resumes and your cover letters and stuff through that program. So it's jam-packed. We're actually have a meeting with them after this to work on a course 2 for next year.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
All right. That sounds great. So if anyone's interested in any of your 4 programs, they can go to the same place, right?
Yeah,
your website?
Yep, jobsakron.org.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. I really hope we can get some more mentors for the program. It's just a wonderful program for our community here in Akron.
It is, and it's so rewarding. The mentors grow just as much as the girls grow, so it's a win-win.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Good Morning Akron. We're going to see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.